Hello viewers, welcome to Dailies on TVRC. My name is Kolawole Itunulua. Joining me on set on today's news is
Oyedo Samuel.
with me is the Punch newspaper.
And with me is Vanguard newspaper. On the front page of Vanguard newspaper, police arrest two for allegedly extorting 5 million naira to deploy cops to Samvara village. E-Naira transaction hits 4 billion naira. Rivers State PDP versus INEC, others. APC NAS candidates insist justice. Palm recuses serve. On the same front page of Vanguard, NFF to get new president as Pinnacle maintains vision not to seek re-election. 2023, Eminike's candidacy well timed to redeem Abia, says ex-Labour minister. Our litigations, others are militating against Benito Auchi road dualization. And I'm still on the same front page of Vanguard. 2023, group mobilizes for Atiku Okowa victory in Southeast. Strike. Federal government admits using uncertified platform in financial transaction. ASU, AEFUA, NAI alleged. Over 500 PDP officials defect to YPP in Akwa Ibom. I will help NDIC realize BOFIA provisions, financial ministers. And also on the front page of Vanguard, Soludo commits 9 billion naira to road in Okpoko slum. Monkeypox can infect pets, other animals. Health experts warns. Aviation fuel to eat 1,000 per litre before December. Let me take that one again. Aviation fuel to eat 1,000 naira per litre before December. 3 killed as gunmen. Soldiers clash in Abia. Ogun confirmed 4 cases of monkeypox. And it's imperative for me to take this one also. Ondo FMC, doctors begin 2-week warning strike. How criminals terrorize commuters, motorists on Lagos to Ibadan Express long bridge. And lastly, before we go to analysis, Osun Governor polls. Court dismisses suit seeking nullifications of Adeleke candidacy. Closed door meeting. Obasanjo assured Tinubu of victory, says Gbajabiamila. NURTW debunks 124.8 billion naira generated income. Ms. Ituno, if I should go on reading these headlines, I wouldn't want to let them go. Well, let me take this one also. This one is coming from insecurity. Insecurity. Storm terrorists, hideouts, eliminate them. Buhari order security agency. Insecurity. Storm terrorists, hideouts, eliminate them. Buhari orders security agency. Well, I guess that's a good one. Okay, let me start with this. 3 killed as gunmen, soldiers clashes in Abia. So what's your take on that?
Alright, I think this news is not a news where we hear the kind of killings and insecurity among Nigeria. But what I would just want to say, what I would like to say concerning this news is just that the governments should wake up from their sleep in order to have a good security for the level of people, and also the militaries. They should wake up, because it's actually the news that we hear every day about insecurity, about killings and so many other things happening. to Nigerians.
All right, thank you very much for that. So let's see who is going to be the losing end there. That says Ondo FMC doctors begins 2 weeks warning strike.
Begin 2 week warning strike in this kind of economic situations we find ourselves. I don't think that should be the best thing for them to do, because the doctor is supposed to be, person that will be at the receiving end for people, to save the life of people. But when they want to go on strike now, so how will the life of people be saved? So it means that we don't have most of Nigerians don't have hope anymore, because if the doctors actually goes on strike now, so it will actually cause so many lives will be wasted because of this. So I think they should actually settle this amicably.
I think that some of the things that these governors of the government, when it comes to state government, they should have tried the best they could to curb before this kind of strike
Exactly.
would begin. It's not something good,
Exactly.
because I know that it should be a warning and a rapport between the Ondo government and these doctors before they started this 2 weeks warning. I think it's the best thing for Ondo state government to do is that they should look for a way to find a way to settle this further, so that this strike of a thing will not. How many population do we have in Nigeria?
It's going to affect so many lives.
So I think I've exhausted the juicy part of my own headlines, and they are the latest news here. So let's get what you have there also.
All right. On the front page of the Punch newspaper, strike, no arrears, no resumption. ASU DS federal government. Detained lawyer, Udom's aide, fault Falano, others involvement. Gombe Varsity set to resume Monday. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, teachers spared me when they punished others. 19-year-old Ondo Oba. Public latrines cleaner than Nigerian politicians' mouths done. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Abu set to establish urology kidney transplant facility. Why Muslim ticket is problematic for Nigeria, PFA. Sean Rivers vote, loose pool, Wike tells PDP. Still reading from the front page of the Punch newspaper, debt servicing gone, 13.17 trillion naira under Buhari, education suffer. Trap forex, more airlines to suspend Nigerian operation. So, Mr. Sam,
Yes.
all right, let's start from this news. Why Muslim ticket is problematic for Nigeria. What's your take on that?
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. This man that said that is a problematic to Nigeria. A PFN. So what to me is a problem when we want to look at it from individual size and individual level. Yet it is a problem, because if 2, 3, 4, 5 group condemn something, we should know that these things will not be a good side of the citizen. But I see this in a way that it is beyond what we are seeing as a citizen of the country.
Sure.
It is even beyond this candidacy of a thing. When we're talking about this Muslim ticket, when they have tradition, they have constitution. But when the constitutions cannot be bent, you tend to use a tradition. And I think this what they are about to use is tradition. It's not constitutionalized. Though it is not constitutional that maybe it should be Muslim or Christian ticket. No, it's not on that. But we have known that for us to balance for equality. For equity in government. So that is why we always want it to be maybe Christian to Muslim ticket. But to me, to those people that say that's problematic, to me it is not problematic. It has been saying over and over and often and often. If you don't want Muslim tickets, go for those who have Christian Muslim tickets, and this thing is you have choice.
Yeah.
You have choice.
That's
You have
about
choice.
choice.
It's all about choice. So to some people it might be problematic. To some it's not problematic. You know, to some this Muslim ticket is a plus to them.
Yeah.
Because they will see it as a way that okay, this is one of the loopholes that people will just say that okay, people don't want. So they will have to put in more effort to their own to campaign and even use this medium as a strike. Just as a strike for them that okay, we will have what you want. But these people, they don't have what you want. So I see it's not a problem to some extent, but to some people it might be a problem. But to those who seems it to be a problem to them, they should, if Muslim tickets is a problem to them, then let them go to the one that is not a problem to them. So
alright, thank you so much. Now let's talk about this ASU strike. You know, ASU, no arrears, no resumption, ASU DS federal government. Do you think ASU is actually making the is actually on the right path in daring local federal government about this?
Yes, we usually say that they're on the right path because if it were me also,
okay.
I've been working for some times and no arrears have been paid, nothing have been paid, I will have to stand up for my. But let's look at this thing. Are we really getting it right in this country? We are having living here and there. Commissioners, the ambassadors, looting and cutting away with our money, billions of naira, and nothing is yet to be done with it. Just a single person. But this one we are talking about body, a body called ASU. Now demanding for their arrears.
Yeah.
They are not. It's not that they want to. It's not that they tell the federal government to lend them money or to dash them money. It is their entitlement, and they are eligible to it.
Exactly.
But now, see, we should look at it in a way that the students are the ones suffering. Because this as of a thing, they will collect all the arrears at the end of the day. The salaries of this their strike of the strike period, 6 months, I'm telling you they will collect it at the end of the day. Now what? Because of the citizens of the country. And they will say that okay, citizens of the country, they are the futures and the leaders of tomorrow. So is this how to groom the leaders of tomorrow? Is this how to train leaders of tomorrow? Okay, are you telling me that in the afterwards there won't be revenge? Because when those people we have in the federal level right now, I don't think they encounter this kind of thing. This kind of sufferness they are giving to nowadays students.
Yeah.
Because some of them then they got free education, but now there is no free education. We paid our money, even after paying, we still suffer. From this aspect of a thing we are talking about, whenever you pay school fees, there are some amount, there are some percentages, the percentages of the money that will go to federal government.
Sure.
So why federal government collect their own percentage? So do you expect us with the workers not to have their own entitlement? But I will just plead to the federal government because I say that there is nothing. ASU is not going back. No retreat, no surrender. But this is just a plea to the federal government that we should look into when the education of a country collapse. So that is you started producing unqualified people now to mount a position in the country, and when they are not qualified, what do you expect the end result to be? Is we all end in chaos. So this is just a plea to the federal government to make sure that they do something concerning this ASU strike.
Yeah, the federal government should actually do something, as you have rightly said, because everyone that actually, if you work, you definitely want to receive a reward at the end of your service.
Yes.
But the ASU, they are actually right in their path because they have actually worked, but it seems they are not getting a reward from the federal government.
Yes.
So they are saying this for it's just they are telling the federal government just to let them know that that they have really worked. They've worked so hard for the people, for the students. So they actually going to receive a reward. But the federal governments are not answering them. They are not allowing them to make this thing their dream, what the dream they have for the children to come to realization.
Yes, and these areas we're talking about is an agreement, is a signed agreement.
Yes.
Signed agreement between the federal government and the ASU.
And the ASU.
So I think.
Can you imagine so many students going out of Nigeria, say they want to go and study abroad, and they are all those students, they are actually the glory of tomorrow. But when all these students, when all these people, when they travel out of the country, who will remain in Nigeria?
And most of these, ever since we have this strike or no strike, most of these students will have go and do what is
so
not
many
even right.
of them, so many of them involved in crime rates, involved in prostitutions, involved in so many things.
Just take for example, it was not last week where we heard that the AFCs they arrested some coppers because of fraudulent acts. Let's assume that this education of its meaning is based on the solid ground in this country, and you know the constitution really well, that you are a student, this is what you do, this is what you, but when they were not taught, half of their time in school where they were on strike.
Yes.
So and they won't be able to cover the syllabus. I can remember vividly when we had at the time of Akala, we had like 11 month strike then.
Exactly.
When we had 11 month strike in Oyo State, you know, they just rushed the syllabus. They just brushed through the syllabus.
Can you imagine? So many people will fail.
Yes, and at that time, if you fail, they will promote you because you know it's not their fault, and they are not ready to work for money they don't earn.
It's not their fault. So I think the federal government should please just find a way of settling this this conflict, and we can call it a conflict, yes, because it's a conflict among the federal government and the household. Yes. Then the household too, they should just please they should find a way of resuming. And the federal government, I believe they are going to find a way of bringing things, you know, they are coming together, reconciling together with the household and the federal government. So thank you so much, viewers. We've come to the end of the dailies for today's news. Join us next time. Bye.